This week on Blockbusted, we're winging it. We're talking all over the place. We're talking Arrival. We're talking the election. We're talking crazy stuff. We're talking, yeah. Welcome to Blockbusted.
Dude, did you see David Blaine on Jimmy Fallon?
Dude, I did.
Oh my frick.
Boy, oh boy. That was amazing. He like vomited up a fish or a frog, right?
Oh yeah, it was a fish. Oh,
that was pretty great. And Jeremy Renner was on there too. That was fun.
Oh, it was gross.
I can't even. But then like he gave Questlove he gave him like 15 cards or whatever, and then it was like, or no, he gave him like 2 cards, and then suddenly they were like 13 or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And they were the cards that he'd chosen and stuff.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. That was so cool.
David Blaine.
That was really great.
Man.
You watched Fallon last night then?
No, I just watched the David Blaine clip.
Oh, that's the 11-minute video you were talking about.
Exactly.
It was long.
It's great. No, the weird thing is, he had that fish he had that frog in his stomach the whole time. You were chills down the spine,
guess.
Man.
I mean, unless there's some other way he did it.
No, there can't be any way. I've seen him done that before in his his older special. He swallowed a fish or 2 fish, and then threw them back up.
Yeah, I miss the days of like. I always like it when talk show hosts, bring on like a magician or a comedian for the end of the show, because most nights it's like a singer, and usually they're crap, like really crap.
Exactly.
So it's always cool to have like a magician or a bloody comedian.
Martial artist.
A martial artist? Has they ever had a martial artist on? That's pretty good.
Maybe.
So Hitchcock, the new Rogue One international trailer was released this week.
Yes, it was indeed. Good. I'm so pumped.
It was pretty much the same thing, but edited differently. But hype, man, hype!
Totally. Got some
Dude,
Darth Vader.
They showed the Death Star eclipsing a sun and firing on a planet to destroy it. That's pretty good.
So good.
I mean, this looks visually stunning, if anything.
It does. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I feel a lot more hype with these past 2 trailers we got.
This has been a year of visual stunment.
Yes. Yeah, because we got...
drinking that good water.
Yeah, man. We got Doctor Strange. We got this. We got Rogue One. And then we also got Moana. Right?
Moana, Batman v Superman, as much as I freaking hate it. I freaking hate it! I'm telling you. It was very visually stunning, you know?
CGI mess, that's what you call that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That bit where are we going off on this tangent again? Are we doing
that
bit where Doomsday and Superman fight and Superman dies?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. It's so messy and CGI just mess. Like it's just glowy lights and energy and crap everywhere. Oh, I hate it so much.
Let's not go down that road.
Let's not do it. But so yeah, the Rogue One trailer was pretty great.
It was.
I'm
pumped.
feeling the hype. I've said this on the show a lot. I feel like they need to release the tickets to buy because I only feel like I can see a movie once I get the tickets. Like, if I don't get tickets
gotta be
ahead
locked
of time,
in.
Right? Like, because I can't quite drive yet. I'm almost there, but until then, I still have to negotiate with my parents to drive me to a movie. So, like, if I get tickets ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
Strategy-wise. Then they have to take me because I paid money for tickets. But if I just ask on the day, then they won't. Exactly. So you have to lock yourself in there and not remind them that you actually could return the tickets.
Until you let your parents know that you can exchange the tickets on something.
I'm never telling that.
Until then, though. Until then. That's just
it's pretty good.
But yeah, Star Wars tickets came out months before. I mean,
they did for Force Awakens,
1 month before, and we still don't have them. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, that just does show how less of an event this is. Maybe that's, maybe that is a good thing. Well, I don't know. See, after Force Awakens came out, and we were talking about, they're gonna have a Star Wars movie a year, right? Like, and now it's not gonna be a big deal and stuff. I feel like maybe the fact that Rogue One isn't as big of a deal as Episode 7 may show that we'll get big deal for Episode, 7, not a big deal for Anthology, big deal for Episode 8, not a big deal for Han Solo movie,
Sure.
And maybe that will kind of keep the hype alive for the episodes at least.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like those are still going to be huge, you know.
Sure.
They're
less treating them as a big event.
Successful.
They're treating them just as a movie, you know, just
which is
movie.
You know, good,
probably
exciting.
Smart,
I'm hyped to see new corners of the Star Wars universe, as I've said many times. And I am looking forward to seeing these characters in action for sure.
Totally.
They're fleshed out enough to the point where I like them, but I don't feel like I quite know them yet, you know. So I'm looking forward to hearing, especially her backstory and stuff. So that'll be pretty good. Pretty good. I hope Darth Vader uses it. I read a comment the other day. What if Darth Vader kills Jyn Erso at the end? What if that's the end? That'd be pretty good though.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. I could totally see that working.
Or she like damages him, which is why he's so slow in New Hope, and then dies.
maybe she's about to die and she feels the Force and grabs a lightsaber and just starts kicking his butt.
I mean, but like,
what'll happen.
No, please no.
No, I could totally see that happen. Her going face to face with him. That'd be somewhat cool, you know.
And another thing. See, I don't really want her to be a Jedi type, you know.
Same.
Especially since it wouldn't make sense because Luke is supposed to be the only Jedi at this point and stuff, you know. Or Yoda's training the only Jedi, their only hope, or whatever.
Yeah. This is right before New Hope, so.
Right.
You still got
So maybe she's the last Jedi that dies.
You still got Obi-Wan out there.
Yeah, it's true. But it does look like lightsabers will play a big deal into this because her mom gives her a kyber crystal at the beginning of this trailer, which is the crystal that like generates the beam, powers the lightsaber or whatever. And I think that where we've seen that temple, that Jedi temple and stuff on that planet, and it looks like that planet's the one that's going to get destroyed. That may be like a kyber crystal mining planet or something like that, you know? And I think what it may be, this might even be confirmed, I'm not sure, is that they're looking for kyber crystals to build the Death Star beam. You know, and that the beam of the Death Star uses the same energy that lightsabers do, which would be pretty cool. You know,
it's
a big old lightsaber.
Some serious speculation you got there, man. It's pretty good though. I can totally see that happening. The whole saber crystal thing is like such a mystery in the Star Wars universe. You know, like if you just watch the movies, you know they mention it, but you don't really know. I
don't even know if they do mention it in the movies, you know?
Well,
I don't know.
I think they might once or twice talking about the lightsaber or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it'd be cool to see them explore that area, you know, and kind of explain that. So
yeah, definitely. There's a great episode on Clone Wars where Ahsoka and Yoda take all these Padawans to this temple where, you know, they'll go on a quest through the caves or whatever, and they'll find their crystal and stuff. And it's just a really cool showcase of how each Jedi kind of has this personal journey for learning how to use and build their lightsaber and stuff. Because you build it yourself with the Force, you know, and power the crystal. I think that is another thing. That's the reason that, you know, lightsabers turn off when Jedis let go of them, right? Yeah. Because they're holding their lightsaber on with the Force. Okay. So, like, you're using your mind to activate the crystal, you know, and once you let go of your lightsaber, that concentration is broken, which is why, like, there's always been that question of why couldn't another Jedi just power on someone else's lightsaber or power it off, you know? Yeah. And it's that the other person is using their concentration to keep theirs on and keep it from attacks like that, you know? So that's pretty bloody good.
That is good. Never thought about
that. Young Justice. This was big news this week.
Oh yeah.
Beloved cartoon series that was canceled in 2013 has been renewed for season 3.
Very nice.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Young Justice. I don't think you have either, right? But if it's as good as Justice League Unlimited and Batman the Animated Series. Yeah. Nothing is as good as Batman the Animated Series. Yeah. But if it's as good as Justice League Unlimited, then I would love to go and watch the first few seasons before season 3 comes out. And people seem to be really excited about that.
They do.
It's pretty good.
Might be worth checking out, you know? We'll see.
Might be. Who's to say? I hope that it's you know, the same animation style and same, just consistent, you know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Not not a bloody Teen Titans Go, right? Ugh.
What a fantastic show.
So Fox this week announced that they are looking to reboot X-Men again.
Why?
Maybe a soft reboot, or maybe like a total reboot, or maybe like something. And also, they might want to do the Dark Phoenix storyline again.
I haven't heard that one before.
We haven't seen enough of that. God. What are you doing, Fox?
Why reboot it? Why didn't they just keep going?
I mean,
you got such a perfect franchise, you know?
Look, if you're going to reboot it, you need to do something new. You can't just reboot it and, like, I don't know. Like,
well, they already kind of did with the...
They already kind of did!
With Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past rebooted it, and now they've got a whole new team of X-Men as teenagers and stuff. Like, they kind of suck.
I mean, they set it... Yeah, but, well, even then, they set it up in Apocalypse, you know?
Yeah.
They introduced all these characters, and it's all set up by now.
Like, I think their thought is, all right, Wolverine is leaving this timeline.
So now we're screwed. We got to think of
now
something
we're screwed. Now we have no good characters. And we might as well just do Dark Phoenix again, because people love that Jean Grey. They love her.
Yeah, but they're going to love it without Mr. Wolverine in it.
No, yeah. The only reason Jean Grey is good is because she's a love interest to Logan in the first few movies.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna reboot it, you need to put him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or you need to like cross him over with the Fantastic Four, or you need to
the Avengers, man, that'd be good.
Yeah, I just
Avengers crossover.
And also, there are so many other good X-Men stories to adapt, and I don't see what the obsession is with this Dark Phoenix storyline. No one likes it.
Mm-hmm. We're tired of it.
People do like it, but it's never been done right. I think it's hard to do right, and now you're just sick of it. So you've ruined your chance, Fox. You've ruined it.
Yeah, I don't see why. Why are they even considering rebooting it?
Yeah,
you know? I just don't see the point in that at all. You know, I mean, I guess
the idea is that the continuity has become so complicated and ridiculously confusing that they just need to start the whole thing over with a clean slate.
I guess,
you know,
and I mean, but if they started over, they gotta do complete new characters, you know, because if they reboot it and there's like Cyclops and Green Jay, but no Wolverine,
right?
You know,
did you just say Green Jay?
No, Jean Grey. Did I?
Okay, I think you said Green Jay.
Green Jay.
Green Jay.
Jean Grey. I don't know. I said one of them. Oh, jeez. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I just don't see. I guess you do have to find some way to factor in X-23, right?
Yeah,
from Logan,
I guess.
But
I mean, they'll probably do a soft reboot. You know, at this point, again, like I've said this before, they're just telling stories from this X-Men continuity that aren't supposed to relate to each other.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just the smartest way to go. Maybe the next X-Men movie, you just do a fun adventure with these new teen heroes and you completely ignore everything. Or even X-23 just shows up in it, even though it would make total nonsense. You know, like, I think they would even maybe do that.
Yeah?
Who's to say? So,
I don't know. We'll see. I still don't see the point in it.
I mean, if they would fully embrace this idea of that their stories are unconnected to each other and maybe just supposed to kind of be within that continuity, I think it could work, but they haven't quite embraced it yet. So, that's that. I like the X-Men franchise a lot, but it's kind of trash half of the time. You know?
Yeah.
So,
I do.
All right. Doctor Strange is making a ton of money this weekend.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
We saw that. We saw that a week ago.
Didn't we?
It was pretty good.
It was pretty prominent in my mind. I was remembering it a lot throughout the week until Wednesday night or Tuesday night. When
all hope in humanity was lost.
Yeah, the country went to crap. So we'll get to that later.
Yes, I guess we will.
Before that, I had Doctor Strange in my mind for a while because it was fun.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
It was. I went to school yesterday, and all my friends had seen it the week before, like on Friday, opening night or whatever. And they all loved it too, you know? I mean, everyone's just like, they all said it's not one of the best Marvel movies, but it was just real good.
It's the best of the worst.
Yeah, best origin story, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's great. I love it.
I saw a list that ranked it above Winter Soldier and the Avengers, and I was like, what the frick are you talking about?
I don't even know. Oh, I got into a debate, too, with all my other friends talking about superhero movies, you know?
Oh, ho, ho. Tell me about this.
This
should have been the freaking antidote at the beginning, not bloody Jimmy Fallon.
I just remembered it now.
Well, fine, tell me.
I mean, it wasn't, I guess, I don't know if it really was a debate, but we were talking about different movies. And,
it was a formal debate. You got up on a pedestal, a podium, and you presented your notes.
It was right during chemistry class when we were writing up labs, and we started talking about superhero movies. And who said something? They were like, I think one of them said Doctor Strange was the best Marvel movie ever. I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Nah. But we got talking off of.
You were like, look, I like it too, but no.
Exactly. And then we talked about Dark Knight a little bit too, and yeah, it's good. I don't know, not really a debate, I guess.
What a dramatic story.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fun to talk about Marvel with your friends, right?
You were like, I'm mad that you like a movie more than I like a movie. Exactly. That's what I'm mad about.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, like, it is the best out of Marvel's solo movies. I think it's got the same. I wish I'd said this last episode. You know, it was one of those things where I was like, oh, I could have had a really cool phrase to say about the movie, but I didn't think of it till later. What I was going to say last week was that, you know, it's got the same destination as every other Marvel movie. You know, same formula, same destination, but the journey is different. It's uniquely, it's, you know, very inventive in the way that it executes a familiar story. And obviously the action's fun, the characters are fun, the world building is pretty fun. So it's deep, overall a lot of fun.
That's deep. You definitely should have said that last week. That would have boosted the quality of that episode by a ton, man.
A ton. You know, Dormammu, I've come to bargain, is very much the dancing baby Groot of this movie. You know? Yeah. Like, you always know a Marvel movie could become a cult classic, a fan favorite, if you will. Oh. If it's got, like, a fun kind of moment that people are remembering. You know, like Baby Groot, like your Dormammu, I've come to bargain, like your, what's something from the Avengers? Baseball cards, maybe? Trading cards? I don't know. Something like that. Shawarma? Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, shawarma's kind of become a classic kind of line. That's pretty good. But so, yeah, I want to see it again, but I haven't yet.
I want it on Blu-ray. I want to see what cover art they're going to throw at us, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's, in a way, the most exciting kind of post-movie release stuff of all, is seeing what the Blu-ray is going to be, mate.
Is it going to be worth my $25?
Exactly. 5 days from now, Fantastic Beasts is coming out. You freaking need tickets, dude. What is wrong with you?
Yeah. I haven't bought tickets yet.
You have to see Arrival and this.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
There's so much stuff I want to see.
Maybe you could catch a double feature on Thursday. No, you know, see both on the same day.
I want to see Arrival before then. I think I'm going to go see it Monday, hopefully.
Hey, well, that'll be pretty good.
I don't know.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, Fantastic Beasts is premiering in 5 days. I'm hyped. We're going to do our episode. Looks pretty good. I hope it's good. And Johnny Depp is reportedly playing Grindelwald in the sequel.
Hey. Didn't we talk about that last week?
So, yeah?
We talked about him being... Yeah, okay.
Hang on, I'll scroll up to my news from last week.
Oh, here we go.
What was the news last week?
We got the Badoba.
Oh, yeah. We literally did say that same bit of news last week. Although last week it could be playing Grindelwald.
Now it's semi-confirmed.
Now it's completely confirmed. No, like David Yates, the director, said so. So,
okay.
Wow. I do not know if I want Johnny Depp in my Harry Potter universe.
I don't know. He's a bit funky, if you ask me.
He is a bit funky. He's like your... He's like a Gilder or a Lockhart, you know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Oh, yeah.
He's a bit... The Harry Potter universe has some very wacky characters out there.
The directors are just
in
like,
this
you know what?
completely
This
grounded world. Yeah.
The directors are just like, all right, we got a bunch of movies coming out. They're gonna be really bland. We got to throw something big at them. So let's grab that man Johnny Depp, and let's wrap him all into all of this stuff. Oh,
what would his Grindelwald look like though? That's my question, because
I don't even know what does Johnny Depp look like?
He looks like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, but does he look like Willy Wonka too?
Yeah. He looks like a lot of people. He looks like a vampire sometimes. But like, is he gonna be like a swashbuckling kind of Grindelwald? Is he gonna be like a creepy kind of emo Grindelwald, like a vampire? Is he gonna be like... And also, like, Dumbledore and Grindelwald should still be pretty old at this point.
Yeah.
Like, if Dumbledore's like 150 in Harry Potter, right? Mm-hmm. Then he's still got to be like in his 60s or 70s in the 1920s.
How far, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know how much younger he would look. And it has also been confirmed that he's going to be... Young Dumbledore will be in the sequel as well. So...
Okay. Who's playing Dumbledore?
It's shaping up to be a Dumbledore Grindelwald movie.
Yeah, that'd be cool, I guess, maybe.
I wonder who's playing young Dumbledore.
Yeah.
I have the sneaking suspicion that he's gonna be in Fantastic Beasts. Like,
you think?
Probably.
Dumbledore
towards the end or something.
Grindelwald.
Maybe young Dumbledore is who comes and saves the city from the beasts.
Haven't seen that one before.
He gets his wizard pokeballs and he goes, gotta catch 'em all.
That's how it's gonna go down. Oh, that'd be pretty good.
I mean, it is. I don't understand why they haven't put out a Fantastic Beasts Pokemon Go update.
Dude,
right?
They should.
Where you catch all the beasts in your suitcase.
That'd probably get me back on Pokemon
Heck
Go,
yeah.
You know?
I'd catch some Demiguise, some Bowtruckles.
I'd catch them all, mate.
Yeah. You know, I was reading through the Fantastic Beasts textbook last night.
Where are you now?
And all the beasts that are in the movie so far are in the textbook.
Ooh.
And the descriptions are accurate. There's the Demiguise, which is like an
ape-like... Sure hope they're accurate.
Yeah, an ape-like creature with silver hair that can be used to make invisibility cloaks.
Okay.
There's like the Niffler, which is like a little mole thing,
mm-hmm.
and he likes some gold. Yeah. He likes some good gold. And then you got your Bowtruckles,
okay,
which are little tree stick creatures.
Tree stick things.
Tree stick creatures. Hagrid mentions Bowtruckles in the beginning of. He says, "When I saw you, you was no smaller than a Bowtruckle." Right?
Oh, yeah.
That's a bit of Harry Potter trivia.
That's a pretty small baby.
Yeah, I mean, good lord, it's pretty.
I mean, don't
Hagrid has a tendency to exaggerate on lots of things.
I mean, he is 3 feet taller than any normal man, so I guess you can kind of see that.
Which I was watching Chamber of Secrets last night and realizing how well they do that perspective effect, you know? Because Robbie Coltrane, who plays Hagrid, is a big guy, but he's, not that big.
He ain't that big, guys.
So to show his scale, they often show him, from the side where you can't see his face, and it's the big actor, and then when you see his face, it's Robbie Coltrane, which is similar to what they did with, like, Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, as well as some perspective tricks and stuff with that. Cool. So that's pretty interesting. All right, last bit of news. Paramount has set a release date for Mission Impossible 6 with Tom Cruise. It'll be called MI6.
Really?
I'm guessing it'll be a British one.
MI6 what? I got nothing. You got Ghost Protocol,
MI6, the Bond crossover. That's what it is.
Oh, there we go.
Wouldn't that be amazing, though?
Yeah, that would be good.
Someone's calling me right now, and I can't pick it up.
No, what you do is you answer and say, "It's done, but there's blood everywhere." That's what you do.
Hang on. Sorry, can't talk right now. Call me in about an hour, ? Okay.
That's his girlfriend, by the way, guys.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's someone I'm collaborating on a video for. Anyway, MI6. It'll be pretty good, right?
It will. Looking forward to see what crazy stunt Tom Cruise will do next,
He'll hang on the side of another plane.
Maybe he'll...
the Mission Impossible movies are pretty underrated. They're, I think, better than the James Bond movies, or at least the most recent three Mission Impossible movies. Mission Impossible 3, Mission Impossible 4, Ghost Protocol, which is the best one, and Rogue Nation 5 are awesome, but the first two aren't that great.
Is the third one with the dude that shoots the bombs up people's noses?
Yeah.
Is it okay? Yeah. I always get those mixed up. And then
I know that because J.J. Abrams once did a TED Talk about how the guy who was shooting the bomb up Tom Cruise's nose he didn't know how hard to press into his nose. It was too hard to make it hurt. So they put the guy's glove on Tom Cruise's hand and shot it so that Tom Cruise was the one holding the gun to put it up his nose, but you thought it was the other guy's hand.
Oh.
But so that Tom Cruise
Cool.
knew how hard to press so that it wouldn't hurt, you know? That's a pretty good way around it.
Yeah. Huh.
So yeah, that's Mission Impossible 6.
Yeah, it'll be good.
So Hitchcock, we were thinking about maybe doing magic in movies this week, but then we were like, let's just do
not
some stuff. Because I saw Arrival this week, and I figured I'd talk about that a little bit. I'd rant. I'd go on some tangents. Also, the election was this week, and
what a wonderful election.
We might address that a little bit, and then just thought maybe we'd just talk about our lives a little bit.
Let's get deep here on the show.
Because people care? ? I mean, I like it when podcast hosts talk about their lives, you know? You feel like you're connected. You feel like you're best friends, you know? So, here's the person texting me. Maybe I don't want to be
best friends.
Call me when you get free. Okay, I will. Okay.
And Houston's texting again.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I saw? Maybe we'll just go straight into Arrival. I'll tell you about this.
Yeah.
When I was looking up Arrival to research some stuff, there's a huge movement of, you know, we hate this stuff, of YouTubers who are like, this is Antichrist propaganda. This is, you know, Illuminati. Because, you know, they said that about, like, the Lego movie and said that about, like, pretty much anything. There was a video about Civil War where the guy was like, it's Satan mind control, and it's mind controlling people to make another American Civil War.
Itself.
Yeah. So there's all these videos of insane Christians who are like, and you know what? I don't even know if I would call them Christians, CBH.
No.
But I can't judge that. Insane people talking about how it's Antichrist mind control, and it's, you know, and this was before they even saw the movie.
Exactly.
This was when the trailer came out. So I was like, yeah, that's a good precedent. But you really can't get past that stuff when you're Googling for the movie and stuff. So that's annoying.
Sure.
I'm always it makes me angry to hear that stuff because I believe that God can work through any movie and show up anywhere. So that's
except Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, because that movie's trash.
It's kind of screwed then.
You can't really do that movie. No.
We got a new TV spot from that.
Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Some new Joker footage. I'm hyped as heck.
There's literally nothing new, guys. Oh my gosh. It was
Anyway, Arrival. The actual good movie
happened.
we were talking about.
Yeah.
This episode is all over the shop. We're like boom, boom, boom. We're bouncing back and forth. So I saw Arrival on Thursday night, 2 nights ago, and boy oh boy, it was great. Like, I can't stress enough. If you go into my letterbox, I put it as the best of a year, honestly. Best I've seen this year. 10 Cloverfield Lane is probably my favorite more, but it's up there with 10 Cloverfield Lane. It's similar to that movie in that it's what I love about this movie is that it's a big scale, you know, movie. It's huge in terms of it's a huge sci-fi epic, but it is very much still a character movie, and about the character of Amy Adams and her journey rather than the story and the epic kind of plot, you know. For those who don't know, this movie is not a hugely known film, not widely known.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that a lot of people didn't anticipate to be good, but you know, we did, so we get points for that.
I made a video back in September, I think, talking about how I was looking forward to that coming out this month. So I'm glad to have seen it. But yeah, for those who don't know, it's about 12 spaceships, and they're like egg-shaped.
Mm-hmm.
They land in 12 different areas around the country, 12 different countries, actually. And all these countries are trying to deal with what these spaceships are going to do, because they just sit there.
Yeah.
Like, they're not doing anything, and they're not outwardly, like, there to kill anyone. So there's, like, the world is slowly getting more and more chaotic. It's kind of like riots, and people don't know what to make of this.
Yeah.
And Amy Adams is brought on as a linguistics expert. She's a professor at a college, and she has to help learn the language of these aliens and try to, communicate with them and find out what their intentions are on Earth.
Okay.
And it is a fantastic movie. The directing is great. It's the dude who did Sicario with Emily Blunt and Prisoners with Hugh Jackman. There's great acting from Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner, who are both great. And then the cinematography is great. It's one of those it is one of those movies that's shot in kind of low color scale, right?
Okay,
like
yeah.
kind of like Man of Steel, I guess, except good, you know? And it can be a little bit mopey, for lack of a better word, because of that, you know? Like, it's not a movie that I would want to watch on a summer day and be like, yeah, I want to have fun watching this.
I want to be happy. Let's watch
right.
Arrival.
But it's a very thoughtful movie. And in that sense, it is a lot like a Christopher Nolan film. Because it's so... I don't know what to say... Because this is such a hard movie to describe without spoiling. They really did a good job of not revealing too much in the trailers. Like, you don't even know what the aliens look like from the trailers. And I'm not going to tell you, but they're really, really unique. That's all I'll say. Like, they're like nothing you've ever seen before as far as aliens go. You know, we have these kind of preconceived notions of what aliens would be like, and they're nothing like that.
Yeah.
And that is something that's great about this movie, is that it takes these common kind of sci-fi alien tropes. Aliens land on Earth, and the world doesn't know what to make of it, and someone has to figure out how to communicate with them. And are they here to kill us, or are they here to blah, 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 blah? And it kind of turns them on their head. And it really, it turns them on their head and brings some new takes to them of what really might happen, or just some new ideas. And that is one of the things that I love about it. It is a movie. It's very much a suspense kind of thriller movie, especially for the first act, because you're slowly kind of learning new information and slowly building towards a payoff. Like, we don't see the spaceships for several minutes, and then finally they're revealed. Then we don't see the aliens for several minutes, and they're finally revealed. And it's, lots of build-up with different payoffs in between. But there is a huge build-up, and you're like, the whole movie sitting there going, gee, I hope this third act is going to be good. I hope the ending is going to wrap this up well and bring it to a full conclusion. And boy, it does. Like, it is the best payoff I've seen this year, because not only is it a great payoff to what we've seen already, it also brings new meaning to the rest of the movie. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I mean, listeners. Like, the revelation, kind of plot twist in a way, not exactly a plot twist, but the payoff in the third act of this movie brings new, understanding and meaning and depth to the entire rest of the film, and makes it all even better. Like, the film was really good to begin with, but if the third act hadn't happened, I would have been like, well, yeah, it was pretty good. But the third act really makes the entire rest of the film amazing. Okay. And so, yeah, it's really good. Wow. Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see it. I'm so pumped for it.
Something that I was going to just discuss real quick. I'm going to do a video essay, I think, on a concept that was in this movie. Okay. This is very much a movie that's it's about language, and communication. Yeah. And it was a great movie to come out this week, because no one's communicating with each other as of right now. It's just riots. and we'll get to that later.
Oh, jeez.
On our dumb Blockbuster movie podcast.
Is it even about movies anymore?
I don't know. Is it?
Oh, jeez.
It was a great movie to come out this week. But so yeah, it's about language and kind of, learning to communicate with each other and stuff. And the premise of this movie is that, and she's starting to understand these aliens' language, and it's totally different from ours. Like,
sure,
just like your preconceived notions of what even language is are defied by what their language is, and so it's totally different from ours. And the idea of this movie is, one of the preconceived notions is that if you were to speak or your language, whatever language you speak, defines how you think and how you perceive reality, right? So, for example, and this is something I really want to feature in my video essay.
Yeah.
I pulled up an article here. There are certain words in other languages that have no English translation.
Yeah, sure.
So, for instance, this is a Russian word, toska. It means longing for someone's homeland with nostalgia or wistfulness, right? There's no English word for that. And so the idea is that Russians have that word.
Okay.
And so the fact that they're able to describe that potentially means that they have a new understanding of that emotion, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And with these aliens, their language is totally different to the point where, and I can't spoil anything here. I don't want to say much more about that.
You're walking on thin water. Right?
I am.
Oh,
but the idea is that if you spoke a different language, your perception of reality could be different.
Yeah,
and bilingual people tell you that a lot. That like, once you speak two languages, you kind of see the world in a different way.
Yeah.
Because you have, I guess, a wider range of possibilities of how to think about things.
Okay,
because, there is a sense where English and French, I'm taking French in school, so that's why I'm saying that, aren't the same. They aren't exactly the same language, right?
Sure.
They don't perfectly translate into each other. So French is a different way of thinking than English, I can't say anything more, but that's spoiling it. So I just find that concept really interesting.
Dude, that's so cool.
And we'll have to talk about that when you see it by next week, hopefully.
That's actually a cool thought to think about, because I have heard, like in, I think it's either Greek or Hebrew, there's like 3 different words for love,
Right, yeah.
And there's like each word is a different kind of love, you know? Like you just love your friend just as a friend, right? But then you love your wife or your family,
Yeah.
It's like there's a deeper affectionate love. So, it's
Which
really,
could you
really
imagine
cool.
if we had that kind of, possibility in English for the word love? I do feel like if we learn to understand these new words and what they meant as far as emotions go, and expand our vocabulary in that sense, maybe that would affect our understanding of what love is, and how we're able to articulate it to others, So that's something that's really interesting about this movie. I'm totally a language person. I love words and writing, and so that is one of the areas where the film appealed to me, if not also the sci-fi and kind of, just awesome filmmaking aspects of it. So
that's so cool. I can't wait, dude.
It's
I'm
real
so
good
to see it.
It's
Cool
very reminiscent of Inception and Interstellar.
Yeah.
But also totally its own thing.
What do you give it out of 22?
Out of 22, our classic rating system that makes no sense.
We're gonna do this till the end.
Out of 22. Man. Well, what did I give Hacksaw Ridge out of 22?
Oh.
I think I gave it like a
18, 19?
I think I gave it an 18, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll give this a 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I liked it better than Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But that's just because I'm not really a huge war movie person in general. But yeah, I absolutely loved it.
Cool
so that's
stuff.
Arrival.
Yeah.
Did you watch any movies this week?
Oh, geez.
I mean, we'll get to that in Pick of the Week, I guess.
Yeah. Not any new movies, no.
Yeah.
I was dead for the whole week. No, I rewatched Star Trek Beyond again.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Last night, which is real good.
Yeah,
even more so.
So Hitchcock, in this tangent rambling episode that we're just doing and going from topic to topic for no good reason. What time are we at, by the way?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. Okay, so we can wrap up in about.
Oh, you know what?
15
You know what I
minutes.
just realized?
What?
We didn't do the clap.
Frick! For those who don't know, we do this thing where. Okay, you know what? We can do it right now. Wait, no, we can't.
No.
Because
well,
you would have to unplug. Frick! Yeah. I'll just figure it out myself. There's this thing, for those who don't know, before we do our podcast, Drew lives in Seattle. I live here. And so, here in the general.
Here wherever here is.
And so, we have to do this thing where I clap and his microphone picks up my clap and my microphone picks up my clap. So I can sync up our two tracks. And we've been doing this for like a year and a half, and we never forget.
This is our 77th episode, I think.
And 77th episode. We finally forgot to do it.
70 episodes. Yeah.
Good.
No, we forgot to do it a few weeks ago, remember?
We did, didn't we?
I think we did.
Frick me.
Yeah.
Ugh. That makes me mad.
Fun. A little bit more work for Houston right there.
But so in our rambling episode, which we'll wrap up soon, I think.
Yeah.
I figured we should at least address the election a little bit.
Be ready, Trump lovers out there. I might stop listening by now because Houston might.
So Hitchcock, who won the election? Just tell me who won the election.
Donald Trump.
Oh my God!
The mastermind.
Oh my.
America's savior, Mr. Trump. Oh, jeez.
Continuing the trend of this episode of things that I've seen and care about more than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
politics.
Let's talk about the election.
Oh, jeez.
Look, when this happened, when Trump was elected, I was furious.
A mess.
A mess. Because he is
a mess.
If you follow me on Twitter, you know my thoughts on Trump.
Yes,
He is a misogynist, a racist. That's not anything you can deny.
Yeah.
I am coming to terms with it.
Oh.
I don't like him anymore.
Is he?
And I never will like him any more than I do now. In fact, I will never stop disliking him, but I will support him because he is the president of the United States, and the best thing we can do for the country, not for him, for the country, is to help him succeed the best he can, even if that's horrible.
And kind of for the whole world, TBH.
Right. Good point.
I mean, yeah.
And, I understand there are, all these people rioting and protesting. And look, guys, I get it. I don't think any of them are listening right now. But look, guys, I get it.
I get it. I feel you right now.
I feel you. I feel your anger. But
But he doesn't.
I don't see what the use is going to be.
Yeah.
And if there was some use to protesting, if I thought that maybe Trump was going to step down, which he 100% will not, unless he gives up, then I would protest. But nothing's going to happen. Yeah. Nothing's going to come with this. So the best thing you can do right now is
go back to normal life.
Go back to normal life. Continue living your life. Try your best to love everyone as the best you can and comfort people who feel like they're being persecuted in this, such as minorities. All my friends go to Marietta High. Well, just reveal where I live. All my friends go to a high school where there's lots of minorities, and they were talking about how they were just crying in the halls and, hugging. And I totally get that and feel for that.
Meanwhile, at my sister's school, they were all rejoicing that Trump became president.
Which does make me so mad. I feel like there is such a lack of empathy for both sides, and lack of hearing each other. The Republicans are taking this as a chance to smear it in the other people's faces. There are these people who are, there's there's videos of Clinton supporters crying as they're finding out the news slowly on the night. And there are Republicans on Twitter, like, laughing their heads off at that. And there was someone who made a compilation of it.
Oh, my gosh.
And that disgusts me because there's no empathy and no understanding. And so that does make me really mad. But I do think the best thing you can do right now is love as many people as you can. Try to make sure he does the best he can, I guess.
If it's even possible.
If it's even possible. And hold him accountable. That is one thing. Like, make sure he's doing the best he can, but that means holding him accountable. And I'm sure that's what, like, late night talk show hosts will do. You know?
Sure.
If he starts slacking off and if he is doing a bad job, people need to make sure that he knows that. And I'm sure he will. You know? So, yeah, that's that.
That's the election. That's Mr. Trump for you.
He is literally my least favorite person on the planet.
Yeah.
I think he empowers hate groups and he doesn't even rebuke them because he knows he's getting their votes and their support, right? Like the KKK had a parade about how they were happy that he won.
Yeah.
And neo-Nazis endorsed him and stuff. Like, and it's not his fault that those are the people following him.
Sure.
Well, I mean, he
somewhat,
does,
I guess.
give them the things that they want, like racist remarks. But
geez.
It's not his fault that they're following him. But it is his fault that he's not rebuking them, right?
Yeah.
And he's a coward to the point where he's like, well, they are voting for me. I'm not going to tell them not to vote for me, right? So that is what does make me really mad about that. That's that. His cabinet is going to be pretty crap.
Yeah, I guess.
It's Newt Gingrich and Sarah Palin, the Jar Jar Binks of politics, and Rudy Giuliani and all these people. And you know what I was saying on Twitter was that he's becoming he's already, I'm saying a lot of things. Every day I say, all right, I'm done talking about Trump. I'm moving on.
There's a new comment. There's a new retweet or something.
Yeah, ETR told me, take a shot every time Houston says I'm done talking about Trump. But like he's becoming the George Lucas of politics already. Geez. To the point George Lucas when he made the Star Wars prequels, he surrounded himself with people that agreed with him and people that were always on his side and people that said yes to everything he asked, and that is what it looks like Trump is doing. Yeah. They may not say yes to everything, but there are people who are ultimately on his side and have the same beliefs as him. Newt Gingrich, Rudy Giuliani, Sarah Palin, Mike Pence, all these people are Republicans. And, you know, they're the most balanced leaders of history. Lincoln did this, surrounded themselves with people that agreed with them and people that disagreed with them to help maintain a balance. If you don't do that, you end up making the Star Wars prequels. So that's that.
Has Trump made something that all Americans love, though?
That's true. Has Trump even made Star Wars A New Hope yet? Nope.
Yeah.
I don't really think he has.
Maybe he's doing it in reverse, you know?
Let's hope.
Start out like crap, and then maybe he'll do something amazing. Like build a wall, you know? Maybe that'll redeem him. All this.
Yeah, exactly. Closing our country off and being completely whatever.
Oh, jeez.
Last thing that I was gonna say was, and this is just funny. This is just funny.
Ending.
Is that he said his advisors are reporting that he wants to continue having rallies with all of his supporters cheering and stuff while he's the president, just because he likes the moral support and he likes having them cheer for him. Like, what is this? Are you stroking your ego even more? Like, this is further proof that he doesn't want to be president. He just wants to be treated like president. You know? He said that...
my man's got a huge ego.
Right. He doesn't even want to... he said he doesn't even want to fully move into the White House. He wants to be able to go back to Trump Tower and hang out and play golf in New Jersey whenever he wants to on the weekends and stuff. Like
he doesn't want to fully move into the White House because his other penthouse he has is a million times better.
Probably
than the White House.
Honestly, Melania Trump is looking to paint the entire thing gold, I bet. But yeah, like he's not. His advisors are even saying that he didn't even think he was going to win.
Yeah.
And so now he's like shocked. And like, I can just imagine, they said that Melania pulled him aside as it was looking like he was going to win up in the penthouse. And they were up in their room for like several hours while they were seeing that it was going to happen. Yeah. And I'm just imagining that conversation of her going, "Wait, what? I didn't know that I was going to be the first lady. This is too much pressure." And he's like, "I didn't really want this job. This is crazy. I just wanted to be popular. What am I supposed to do about Cuban trade taxes?"
Oh, jeez.
Lord.
Donald Trump, guys. Donald Trump.
So that's my thoughts on the election. Drew, do you have any thoughts specifically?
My thoughts are... no, I have no thoughts on. Oh my gosh, I'd rather watch.
You know what? You're the wisest of us all in a way, because you won't have
try and listen
cyber
to
stalkers hunt you down and kill you for having opinions.
Well, let's just say well, let's not. I really have no opinion on this. You know, I told you this. I'm just gonna start caring about it when I can have a say in it and who becomes president. You know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Well, can't wait to have our first Playboy cover First Lady. That's going to be great.
Fantastic.
All right. Is that it? Should we?
I think so. Should
we do pick of the week, I guess? Yeah?
I guess, maybe.
Okay. So, I watched Chamber of Secrets last night.
Hey, Leslie Odom Jr. is coming out with a Christmas album.
Oh.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
That's good. Anyway, pick of the week.
Pick of the week. This is the most rambling tangent episode we've ever had.
#wing it.
#wing it.
Yeah.
So,
what's your pick of the
I watched
week?
Chamber of Secrets last night.
Yeah.
It's really good. I always forget that even my least favorite Harry Potter movie is still amazing, right? Like, and I do feel like, I was talking to someone about this the other day, like, the Chris Columbus, the first two Harry Potter movies, right? Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets. I feel like they do have a little bit more something than the last few. And obviously they are more kids movies, but I do feel like, I don't know if it's more depth, but I feel like they have more of a traditional film vibe.
Yeah, okay.
They feel like a Spielberg film, even though they're not. They feel really Spielberg-esque, and that's probably because John Williams did the music.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
Yeah, we got. I guess what got you to watch that? Was that Bobby Burns video?
Yeah, his video was really good. It made me just want to go watch Harry Potter, so I did.
Check that out. Yeah, he made some real good points about
why
the Harry Potter franchise is so loved and why people don't like Divergent as much. Stuff like that. But yeah, I need to go back and watch all of the Harry Potters. They're so good. Such good memories that go with them, you know?
Yeah. Well, and his video was talking about the fact that, like, you really can't explain Harry Potter to people or articulate it. Fans find it so hard to articulate. I was having an argument with somebody the other day where they were an adult, and so they hadn't experienced Harry Potter like I had. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And it is so hard to convey that sense in which you grew up with those characters and they feel like your friends and you learned lessons along the way. Half of my moral values come from Harry Potter. The other half come from the Bible. But like half of my moral values come from Harry Potter. And if I had not had that, I don't know what kind of person I would be. You know, I read a report that Harry Potter fans are less likely to support Trump because they've read about dictatorship and racism in Harry Potter. But yeah, it's a wonderful series. Yeah. I wish you could help other people experience it easier, though, right? Because it is so hard to convey that sense to other people without having them grow up with it like you did. You know?
Yeah, that's one. I loved his video so much because he didn't make that point. Like he said how like all these characters feel like you have a personal connection with them. They're like your friends, right? Like you said, and like I always wondered like my mom, she never could get into Harry Potter, and my younger sister, she read Harry Potter and she likes it a lot, but not near as much as me. You know, and then my younger brother, he's trying to read it and he can't get hooked. I'm just like, I don't understand.
How?
Yeah,
like,
it's
how?
like because it's so good. I guess they didn't have that same kind of moment, like because you know when we first read them, the movies were still coming out. You know, so we did get to go see those in the theater, and it was like the top
I wasn't even like, and you know, there was a Harry Potter generation where they were literally growing with Harry, right? Like, if you were 11 when the first movie came out, that's really like the prime age. But I was 11 when the last movie came out. Yeah. Actually, I started reading Harry Potter when I was 7 or 8, I think.
Yeah, I think I was 10 or 9.
And so I didn't grow with the exact progression that Harry does, but I did feel like I grew up with those characters, and they stuck with me forever. Yeah,
even reading the books, you know, you start out reading them, like, we started out reading them just around Harry's age, right?
Right, yeah.
You know, and you do finish them in a lot shorter time than 7 years, but...
Well, and I never cease to be amazed by how Harry Potter has been able to apply to my life in whatever stage that I'm in. When I was in first grade reading Harry Potter, I was like, the guy I don't like is Draco Malfoy, and I'm Harry Potter, and all the teachers and professors or whatever, right? Yeah. Like, it feels that way when you're in school and stuff because it's so applicable. Mm-hmm. And now I feel like I'm in, you know, Half-Blood Prince or in Deathly Hallows Part 1 or something. Like, I feel like I have come through that journey.
With the Ministry of Magic being corrupted. And all
exactly,
this, you know?
Exactly like that. And like...
Yeah, it's crazy.
His journey does mirror human teenager growing up journeys so well, because he's like, by the last few books, he's starting to learn maybe some of the darker elements of life in general, and the wizarding world. The books and the movies mature with the character, you know? Right. And it's done so well, you know, as Harry gets older, they get darker, you know, they get more serious, you know, which is really good. Oh, yeah. So good. Such a great franchise. So, that's that. What did you watch this week? You watched Star Trek Beyond?
I watched Star Trek Beyond. I had bought it this past week on Blu-ray. It's got a great Blu-ray. Blu-ray cover is really good. And I watched it again last night with my dad, and still really good. I love it. It's just fun. You know, has some... I still don't fully get, like, the villain's motivation. You know, he's still... like, it's...
he's like, I just don't like Starfleet.
Exactly. I don't... The Federation. You know, it's... he's still a bit meh to me. But, you know, overall, it's still real good. I loved it. Had a great time with it again, so... Yeah.
It's a fun little romp. Yeah, it's a fun little summer romp.
It is indeed.
I don't know if I'd watch it again anytime soon. Like, I do feel like it gets kind of old, especially the bits where they're just walking around in the woods. Yeah.
It gets slow in some points,
but it's quite good. And that scene with Sabotage playing and the music jacks up and they destroy the whole... love it. Love it.
Yeah, and I love I love that it's not, like, super, like, universe ending, you know? It's just, like, they start out on this little mission,
just a fun little episode.
Yeah, and it's, like, and all the crew are so connected, you know, and you feel like they all have been there for a long time, so they're super good. They communicate so well, and... Yeah, it's just real good. I love it. So, Star Trek Beyond. It's great.
All right. Yeah. So where can people find us on social media? I guess we'll wrap this up. Next week is Fantastic Beasts. That'll be fun.
If I see it.
Ooh.
What if I don't see it?
Oh, my God. We just talked about how much we love Harry Potter, and then you're betraying the entire franchise. Wow.
What if there a twist? What if I show up and I haven't seen it, and we just start talking about it?
And I spoil the entire thing, and you pretend not to notice.
Yeah.
Wow. What if you didn't care about Harry Potter this whole time? This was an act.
Oh, no. My life is forever changed.
Hey, reminder, before we end, before you stop recording, I need to do the clap as a post haste thing.
Okay.
So after we say goodbye to these wonderful listeners, we'll do the clap. Just to let you know. Just to let you know.
Let you know what's going on in our lives. You know?
So where can people find us on social media?
I'm at nerd_stream7 on Twitter and Instagram.
I'm at Blockbusted Pod on Twitter and Houston Productions 1 on Instagram. If you want to contact us, you can just tweet at us, or blockbustedpodcast@yahoo.com is our email. You can contact. Blockbusted is sponsored, or so we think, by Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/blockbusted for a free audiobook of your choice today. I hope. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. We haven't gotten many emails from them recently.
We're like, I'm pretty sure when we first got this, we were all pumped, like, oh man, we get like $20.
We're gonna make so much money.
Yeah, and we're gonna be able to use this money to get equipment for the show and this and that. How much have we got? I think 0.
Yeah, I don't even know if even one person has signed up. I haven't checked, really. I really haven't, but I don't think even one person has signed up. I'm gonna go check that. But like,
yeah, you probably should. Probably turns out we get like $500.
That'd be pretty good. Ultimately, this sponsorship just serves as a cool like title. Like, yeah, we have a sponsor. We don't make any money from it, but we have a sponsor.
Check us out.
It's pretty good.
It is.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Fantastic Beasts. And where to find them. We'll find them. We'll find them.
You can find us next week.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Alrighty.
Bye, guys.